right, guys, it's Tuesday. We are back. I've got a voice this week. I don't have that hacking, draining cough. And of course, I'm getting a problem with my iPad over here. But still, all right, I don't have that hacking crap that was going on last week. And we're going to see tomorrow because if they do it again, I'm going to post a massive video flaming them. That's Star Hits. You guys have been following my channel. You know what's going on. But our guests are down there in the green room. This is a special treat tonight. It really, truly is. The Beard Mana boys are here, so let's kick this thing off right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, TCT BNL, that's this ugly mug right here, is proud to bring to you our soon-to-be world-famous No Lag Zone. And tonight, we got two, count them, two special guests. You know, this first guy, he really doesn't need that much of an introduction because he's kind of like on the side, but still, give it up for McBeard. And following him up, if you guys have watched any of the live feed they have ever done, I have said this before, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart. People are like, oh my God, like that Chihuahua, that's my spirit animal. Nah, fuck that. I've got a warrior as my spirit animal. Seriously. We've got the Bearded Zebra.
What's going on, guys?
Gentlemen,
woo. Appreciate you.
Mugs doing tonight.
What is up, brother? How you doing, Chris?
Oh man, like I said, I'm pumped for this one. You know, it's like got to maintain in the green room a little. Then we go live, and it's like, yeah. Let's get the roll call out of the way before we get to the fun. Lady L, how are you? Iron Wings. I'm glad you're here, bro. You're about the only person I know who's gonna understand what that is. I got a hell of a blade in, bro. You're gonna love this review coming up. Travis, how you doing, brother?
Travis.
What we got?
What's up, Travis?
To blow up a little.
Vato,
what's up, dude?
My spirit animal's a raven or a moose. Now, dude, you need zebra. You're gonna find out why in a little bit. Martha, how you doing? Hey, Adolescent Beard. I don't know if I've ever seen you before. If I have,
Skyler,
it's my nephew.
Sweet. Alrighty, boys. I know who you are. I have been massive fans of both of you for a long time. And it's a pleasure to have you here. But let's just say for a moment, nobody knows who the Beard Mana boys are. Give me your elevator pitch on yourself.
You want to start?
God, not everybody at once. It's not a trick question, gentlemen.
Man, so we started out, years ago. It's probably going on 4 years now. We kind of started in the beard community with, watching DNC and stuff. And then, we kind of got into watching other guys in the community. And I put up a post one time for something for Beard Octane, and he had noticed the location of where it was. And he ended up hitting me up. He's like, dude, you're in Fort Wayne. I'm over in Edgerton. That's like a half hour, 45-minute difference. And then we kind of just became good buds. And then we ended up meeting up and stuff. And, we got into the whole reviewing game pretty hardcore. Being ambassadors for a couple different companies. And then, after a couple of years, we just decided to start Beard Mana.
Now, how did you guys come up with that name? I know you're into fantasy, sci-fi, that kind of thing, and there's nothing wrong with it because I'm really excited. I got the Ghost in today for Star Wars X-Wing. All right.
Nice.
So how did you guys come up with the name?
Okay, so we're huge fans, and gamers also. So we're huge fans of RPG games, tabletop games, stuff like that, and mana is what you use to replenish and restore your magic points or MP. If you all ever play Dungeons and Dragons or anything of that kind of sorts, and basically any class that uses magic uses mana. And then also mana in the old biblical terms is the food source of heaven for the soul. So it has a common dual meaning there. So, you're feeding your beard to feed your soul. So there you go, Beard Mana.
And that's one of the things I love about your product. Okay. Oh God, I'm going to fuck it up. Your oils are called potions, right?
Yes.
Ha, yes, thank you. They feel so damn good in beard.
Appreciate it.
I was hesitant to try it. Won't lie. Everybody was raving about you. Even my good buddy Jersey Joe was like, dude, you gotta try it. So when I finally pulled the trigger on Drunk Waffle, I was like, all right, I get it. I get the rave about you guys. I really do. What made you go from being a reviewer? And I've always wanted someone to ask this question. I don't think anybody has. Go from being a reviewer to going, man, we're done with videos. We're now producing product.
It probably, because like I had said earlier, we were ambassadors with, different companies, and we ended up having our own collabs. And Scott and I have worked on collabs with companies as a team too, as a whole. And I think we really like the process of like, the creation of the artwork, the labeling, coming up with the scent profiles. And I think that's probably what really did it, was like the scent profiles that we could come up with. We really wanted to kind of expand outside the realm of what maybe some of these countries, some of these companies would work with. And so that's kind of where we're at with that.
Yeah. So to add to that as well, we had a really small segment called Beard Man's Insane Creations, and then, we had companies like join in and submit their best version of something crazy that we came up with.
I remember that. Yeah.
It was something really off the wall too, and it was really awesome. The companies that joined in and did it with us, and then what they created, and then we were like, we have to break out of this. Like, we have to create scents that you don't normally see, because you typically see the more common ones just being done over and over, just tweaked a little bit. But we fully wanted to go out and go out of the realm and just put stuff out there that nobody's ever seen before. Like one of the things somebody has said, especially like in the Enchanted Stroll, somebody's like, I've never heard of cran apple before in a freaking beard oil, and that's just, it's just one of those things, and breaking the creativity most definitely is one of the things that we love to do.
Yep, thinking outside the bottle.
I mean, I like how, I think one of the companies was Jolly Old Fat Man came up with London Fog for your contest. I think it was called Mech Zebra or something like that when he originally brought it out. But now it's become London Fog, and that's one of the most interesting scent profiles I've ever tried, only because of the Earl Grey tea.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the London Fog was the Insane Creations, and there was 3 companies that did their own version of London Fog, and all of them, like, it was hard to judge. Like, even all of it is just really hard to do because they all did such a damn good job on it. But it was a really fun segment that we did.
Yeah, less complex cheat. Right, Myruka is freaking awesome. Okay, whatever, bro.
I could definitely feel for that though, G. Simple is good.
Well, I mean, sometimes this is going to sound so bad. Like, sometimes simple is really, really good. When you get back to basics, for lack of a better phrase.
Right.
Sometimes when people are jamming 32 different scent profiles into a beard oil, you get a little bit overwhelmed because you're not going to pick up on everything. And then you pick up on something that's like cedarwood and lavender from another company. And I tried that and I was like, it's so simple, it works, Okay, gee, that surprises me because that one alone smells amazing. If it's only 2 things in there, well done, brother. Well done.
Hell yeah.
It's just like you said,
my favorite Muppet you.
Like he says there, Myruka, he says like 4 things that, like, Usually you don't want to go like too complex, but I'm just saying like out of the realm, like just the scents that you've never heard of or, you know, smelled of or whatever. It's just like enchanted forest, you know, acorns. Like everybody's like, I've never had a beard oil with acorn in it, you know? So
You know, it's
it's
a
just one of those
combination.
things.
So, without giving too much away, I do ask this a lot of owners when they come on. Where do you draw your inspiration from scent profiles?
It varies. Like it could be artwork that I've done, you know, made up already, or it could be like a name that we've came up with, or it's just something that, you know, we did the scent. Uh,
That's funny.
it's funny, Mikey, but no, but and
Phil Rivers.
like it just depends. And like unicorn was, you know, inspired, you know, by Chad's daughter, so it's just, you know, different variations of different things, and you know,
And the big
so
thing is like ingredients that we use. You know, we use premium quality ingredients that we, you know, make from scratch. You know, we mix all the oils together and stuff like that.
Well, okay, this is just the one part of me on the reviewer side, not being critical of you guys. But when I hear premium ingredients, I'm like, man, everybody's throwing that crap out there nowadays. Like a company I just reviewed, or like we ethically source all of our oils. I'm like, what are you going out there beating up a goddamn tree to get cedarwood oil? I mean, what? What?
Yeah, I wouldn't go that far, but now we've done our research on the products from the companies that we use, and you know, it's quality stuff. It's not like, you know, you're not going to go to Amazon and buy this stuff.
See, I was about to go there and go, so we can get on the record. Beard Mana doesn't go to Amazon and go, I need a 5-gallon drum of, you know, avocado oil or whatever,
No,
you know?
sir. No,
right,
sir.
right. And
Nah.
another thing is too, you know, is most important, you know, is cold pressed. It has to be cold pressed. You know, the oils have to be cold pressed, because you're not going to get the benefits if the, you know, the oils aren't cold pressed. That's, you know, that's the truth of it, because that means it's processed and it's not, you know, you won't get the benefits from it. And
Now, you know, Scott, I'm glad you brought that up. Very briefly, what is cold pressing for people who don't know?
so cold press is the process where they used to extract it. It's a cold extraction, you know, because like it's just like coffee. You can do, you know, your how they do the hot brew or pour overs or stuff like that, and then
Yeah.
the cold brew extraction. It's just the same thing. If you do the hot and the cold, typically when you use the cold processing, it's not cooking everything out of it. It's
Okay.
cold process, and all the, you know, benefits and everything are remain intact, whether or versus if you did like the hot process or steaming and all that stuff, it would basically cook off all the nutrients of your oils, so you wouldn't be able to get the benefits or as many benefits from it.
I got you. I got you. See, I expected that from you, Rock. I really did. Deported bottle.
Yeah, there you go. Like Julie says, no heat, just the shit to get the oils out. There you go.
And what's really funny there, E-Rock, there's a company out there. I think if you go to beard.com, I actually did a review on it. They have a beef taco scented beard oil. So you take it from there, you know? Oh, man. Okay. So one of the things that always got me, and it's part of what I truly believe the beard community is, when you guys were getting up and rolling, I know you got a ton of support from other companies. And I thought that was fabulous. It was like they didn't want you to fail.
And
You know?
I still think that we still do have a lot of that support as well, you know, and because we support other companies, and that's the way that it should be. That's the way life should be, is to support each other. You know, we're here to live, to survive, you know what I'm saying? You know, we all have to make a living, and we
Right.
can't do it without people. It's just not simply done. You can't live life without people. It's called humanity.
I was gonna say, you could. It'd get really boring really quick, and you would go insane because we need that social interaction, you know?
For sure, for sure.
Yeah, but G, you are now because I've heard you talk about them. You've bought their product. And when you said you were getting rid of Vitality, I made the joke. I'm like, yeah, he's going to sell it to the Beard Mana boys. And you instantly raised your head and you went, they'd be the only ones I would. So that speaks volumes right there.
Yeah, it's no shit. This is no shit. Gary, he's like, you can even ask him. He's like, when he first talked to us and everything, he's like, I so badly wanted to hate your guys' product. He's like, I so badly wanted to hate it. He's like, I did. But, you know, he, after Sweet Shop, man, he was done. And he loves it. And he's been a huge supporter. And he's just an awesome dude.
I think that's the ultimate pat on the back from G when he goes, I wanted to fucking hate you, but I don't. That's like the ultimate G compliment, you know?
Oh, all day.
So,
he's a super good dude.
As young business owners, what would you think has been your biggest success so far to date?
Like product wise, or just all that in general?
In general.
That's a loaded question. I don't know. What do you think, Scott?
So I think the biggest success, at least I think personally, would be
thank you, Donald.
Just the support in general, just the support to me. Like, I've never imagined we'd have this much support. I would never even thought that we would even have this much support, the support that we do now. And it's overwhelming in a good way, but it's just crazy. I just never thought that we'd have that amount of support that we do now.
Yeah, but we talked about that briefly in the green room, okay? And yeah, G, I was going to hit that too in a moment. It's the fact that you guys have been the exact same from when you first came on the scene to where you are right now. You're not running around out there trying to destroy anybody or do anything. If there's a cause, you guys are in big time support of it. Like, nice little segue, like I said we were going to do. Jersey Joe next week has an incredible charity auction going on. So for me to help show support, I'm doing my live very early in the day. Damn, I can never point the right fucking way. These two incredible people over here have donated Shadow Warrior, 2 bottles, right?
Yeah.
To the cause. And you guys are always right there. Like Scott, man. Oh, dear God, I can't remember his freaking name. That little hillbilly out of Oklahoma. Redhead. Always red burnt face when he had his talk about addiction and recovery. How you were right there. And your story was like, whoo. Right. You have been a driving force for a lot, which is why I made that comment in the beginning. Chad's just kind of along for the ride. We know who the true stud is because look at you, you know?
Get it.
So
what's up, Chris? I hope you and your beautiful wife and children are doing amazing, brother.
I say it's definitely been a lot of hard work and everything, and a lot of patience, and a lot of bullshit that I went through in my life. But definitely surviving it to me was crazy. Surviving everything that I went through was crazy, and I'm just glad I'm alive. And
that's right.
And that's why I'm such a positive person. It's because of that. Like I said, I've hit rock bottom. I've been rock bottom. I've been homeless. I've been there. So, I mean, I know what it's like. I literally had nothing. So, oh, Nick, yeah.
I couldn't remember his name for the life of me. I love that little freaking redheaded bastard, but still.
I miss him, man. I haven't seen him for a while. Hopefully he's done good.
See, right there, they go, Vato. It's amazing cologne and bottle and just turns darker and just beautiful in beard.
Yeah, we were excited for that. Sold out in like 15 minutes.
And this is why I've always said he is my spirit animal. When I'm feeling bad, I just got to think about him, and he's going to be like, dude, don't be a bitch. Get up. Get moving forward.
That's right.
Hey, look at what he's gone through. Whew. See, look at this. We got a love fest going on for you guys. It doesn't shock me because you guys have more than earned this. You know?
Yeah, we've, like you said, we've stayed humble this entire time.
You have to, man. You gotta be, I mean, because like like we said, life's too short. You never know when it's going to be taken away from you. So
that's very, very true statement.
It's a lot of the stuff is still scary, and I'm sure Donald and Joe can relate. It could be taken away from you in an instant, and it's scary as hell. But you have to make a positive or negative. Chad and I always say that to each other almost on a daily basis. Make a positive out of a negative, because sometimes there are stuff. Our times, negative stuff will be impacting him or impacting me. And we just got to, make positive out of negative. We're here to kick each other in the ass when we're down. So
sorry, I forgot I made him a mod, brother. Sorry.
That's fun.
And he's probably going to go back in timeout again here in a moment for that one.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, but it also circles back to what I was saying earlier. I have never heard you at all, Scott, talk negative about anything. Well, maybe Chad, but okay, it's deserved a little bit, all right? I mean, you guys are partners, so.
Sometimes.
Not in that sense. Crazy internet people, I know what you're going to do with that one.
Yeah, like I said, I try to be as positive as much as I can and try to put the positivity out there.
All right, and that's the biggest thing. You can sit there every single day and preach like you got Skittles coming out of your butt and you pee rainbows, but everybody knows it's false. And if you're peeing rainbows, you might want to seek medical attention. That's all I'm saying. But it's the way you're supportive of everything. It's, I've been through this. This is how I did it. How can I help you? You're not going at people and going, like parents coming in, you wrong, you're this, you're that. You're dude.
Yeah. So it's it's like, especially going through so much, you learn a lot. Because when I was younger, I was a horrible person. I'm sure I was. I'm sure I wasn't a fun person to be around when I was younger. I mean, I broke a lot of hearts, yeah. And that was a lot of hell.
Okay, now he's getting modest. Look at that. Yeah, I was a heartbreaker. Yeah, look at me.
So yeah, I was a heartbreaker. Yeah, and I probably was a hellion. I know that I didn't make life easy on my parents, but growing up though, you sure learn quick. So much happens, and you gotta learn at some point in your life. You gotta learn.
Right. I feel like we all go through stuff, and we can't let it bring us down or keep us down. And you want to treat people how you want to be treated. So and that's just our style is being good to people and helping them along with things that what we can do.
See, and that's what I think is rare in this day and age. Like we were talking about in the green room, and I talk about it in all of my live feeds, how it's so easy to tear people down.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm just using it as an example. It's a CBD oil. I could do a review and sit there and be like, man, screw beard, man. Do you know what they did to my beard? You see all this? But that'd be BS, and the fact that you guys are always looking for ways to help. It's almost like you're not satisfied unless you're helping somebody for that day. And that's amazing because there's so many people who just want to go out and break, destroy, and bend. And there's very few who want to go out there and do the repair work and help build people up.
Right. Just want to see people happy,
Yeah, I think that's like the biggest thing of ours too, is we'd love to see the smile on people's faces. We love to make people happy, and it just and if our product puts a smile on somebody's face that day, then we're happy. That makes us happy. It excites us more than anybody will ever know, because just to bring joy to somebody, that lights us up inside, and that's the most satisfaction that we get out of it. out of anything.
And, I can easily appreciate that because it's, God, how can I put it? It's a great thing to see it happen, especially when it's genuine. It's not, ooh, I did a boo-boo, now I want to go and try to repair my image. It's genuine, And I think G said it best. I love making people feel good, but he also doesn't put up with shit.
Yeah, I can respect that.
All right, so let's get a little bit more behind the scenes with you guys. Because I know you got this whole little public face of we love each other, we're great brothers, we do everything. Come on, you guys got to have some kind of disagreements.
Oh, obviously, everybody has their disagreements. I feel like we kind of mesh well. We both bring a lot of things to the table, and we pick apart what we don't like about both, and then we kind of compromise. So, we generally try to stay away from that aspect of it. I don't want to say negativity, but
I'll say, we'll talk and everything. If there's something that we don't like and something, we'll tell each other and be like, oh, what can we do to fix it? And that's what we do, Even if we don't like something, we'll, one of us will tell the other and we'll compromise and actually, fix the damn thing, and then it gets done, because we want it to be the best, so
right.
Like there's been a couple of times, where we try to make something and it's just not working out, and then he's getting frustrated and I'm getting frustrated, and then we'll be like, well, screw it, we'll just start all over again.
Yep.
And then just do it all over again.
You guys out there on the East Coast have the good Pop-Tarts. I just get the regular ones out here. No, I didn't get an apple fritter Pop-Tart and other cool stuff. No.
So I just
you at least get the Eggo.
I just picked up some of the Eggo waffle ones today.
Those
I had
good.
to reach out to Johnny Grooms to get the Fruity Pebbles syrup to make that one mead. So, yeah, which is kind of comical. He's looking for a soda I have at my local Walmart. And I'm like, hey, dude, ask. I'll send it. He's like, not ready to throw in the towel yet. I'm like, got a 12-pack.
There it is. Come get it.
Is that the flaming hot deal?
Oh, I like this. Yeah, pretty much. Chad throws the oil at Scott and says, start again.
Get the hose.
That's funny.
Hey, Layla, get back in your cell. Don't make me get the hose.
Get the hose again.
Come on and see, that'd be interesting.
Yeah, they've been talking about that, like because he's from Indiana and I'm from Ohio, and we've been talking about it, and they said we need to do the double trouble where, he has the Indiana scent, and then of course for me the Ohio scent, and then that'd be the double trouble.
That kind of sounds like something I heard before, but I'm not going to pick on him right now. Yeah, I am. He's right here in the chat. Like, the collab you're supposed to do with a certain company. One would do the oil, one would do the great butter. Not mentioning any names. G. Still.
Can't rush a good thing.
True. I like Chad was like, sleeping in a bed down by the river.
Down by the river.
Dude, that'd be a good story with a combo, like the whole.
Hey, what's up, Russ?
Gee, I just gotta give you crap, bud. Not. I don't get to do it that often, but still. And you ain't late, Russ. You're right on time, bro. You're fine. You are fine, my brother.
Like I always say, better late than never.
Pretty much. Shh. Iron Wings. Shh. All righty, guys. So we're moving into the second half, and I want to talk a little bit about mental health, even though we've touched on it a little bit here and there. I know that, Scott, it's a huge thing for you, but Chad, I've never really heard you talk about it before. What are some of the things you guys do on your daily basis to help combat that? I don't want to get out of bed. Oh my God, I really don't want to make these orders. How do you help overcome that? Well, the negative Nancy part. Oh, the deep in thought. I gotta get like the Jeopardy theme on a soundboard somewhere, you know?
Right, right. Dude. I would say there's better things, no matter what you're looking at, whatever the situation, there's better things to look forward to than that you're dealing with at that current moment. Like not wanting to get up out of bed. Well, yeah, if you get up out of bed, you're gonna have a good day. You never know what people you might meet or what kind of things you're gonna get into, that particular day. Buy some new cards, meet some amazing new people, get new customers.
Okay, what drugs are you on? And can I have some? I just listen to you, bro. I'm like, my God, am I stuck in some army like motivational thing? Like, get out of bed. You can do this. You're good. I'm not dogging you. It's just you've been this way forever, and I'm like, is he real? No, this has got to be fake.
Man, like I said, you have your days. We all have our days. Trust me.
Scott, tell me he's an animatronic robot that you're controlling right now, right?
So it could be. It could be.
So, and him reaching out to me and everything when he's down, especially, it's a good thing, I think, for him. And like I said, I try to help him as much as I possibly can because he'll tell me if he's having a bad day or whatever. And, I tell him, and he knows this too. He knows, like, anything that he needs or whatever, I'm here. I'm here.
And it's a two-way street.
God, I swear to God, you guys ought to be marriage counselors. It almost feels like I've been in like one of those counseling sessions tonight because you're so supportive of each other and so great, and you're backing each other up on everything. Oh man, this can't be
I think
real.
that's the biggest part of our success is how we've done that. We haven't let things, get in between us to split us up. We compromise, we discuss things, and then like you said, he's having a bad day, he'll talk to me about it. I'll give him some words, and it'll be the same way with me. If I'm having a bad day or whatever, dealing with some BS, I talk to him about it. He says, some words of encouragement, and then boom,
I can't resist this one. I'm like, all right, pull out your D20, make your saving throw. You passed.
Yeah, there you go.
I still think those are really cool ideas that you guys had. Seriously, I really do with the paracord and the D20. Yeah, because where'd it go?
So it's just like my nephew said, right there, he says, just do it.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I dig that.
Just incredible idea you guys had. Hopefully they're going to turn into a good seller for you. They're great at like the craft fair you went to because they're bright, they're colorful, they'll pull people to your table. And that's something else I wanted to touch on. How did that feel for you guys? I'm glad you went live on Instagram. All right. When you were having people come up, talk to your table. How'd that go? I'm not talking dollar sales. I'm talking about the fear, the intimidation. Did you guys get over it quick? It
was definitely nerve-wracking because we wanted everything to be perfect, but it's never going to be perfect. We did the best we could with setting up, and I think it turned out phenomenal. I've had many, many years of dealing with customer service and dealing with people. So it was fairly pretty straightforward for me. And the first person came up, initiated, conversation. I think after that, Scott was able to kind of chime in, because I know he has some things with being in, huge crowds, but the turnout was actually decent. It wasn't a whole bunch of people to get to that point of being uncomfortable, but I think it went well,
Yeah, I think it did too. And I just wanted to tell a little story too on that and touch on that too, which I thought was funny because like I think it was one of the last sales that we had, or it might have been the last sale that we had. It was two chicks and a dude. They were walking by, and these two girls, they were like kind of just laughing, and there's like little beard products, and just laughing and everything. And I was like, hey, I was like, so we have women in the community that use our products as well. So they kind of like drew them into it too. And they came over and, we just chatted to them about it and everything. And, You know, the dude ended up buying oil and the butter and a freaking coffee mug right then. So, I mean, you know.
Nice. We're going to get back to that. We got the biggest question of the night. Who's Batman and who's Robin?
That's definitely a loaded question.
I say who you could say. You can ask who's Batman, who's Joker. You can just put it that way, and then it doesn't matter which answer you get there, and it'd be the better answer.
Yes.
That would be the better question and answer. It'd be who's Batman, who's Joker. Just put it that way.
Respect your father, Shaky. That's all I'm saying. Respect your father. Yeah, I didn't want to highlight that Batman one because I'm so pissed about that new Batman game that was coming out in 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
And they ripped it away from like everybody. It's only on higher platforms now. They pulled the plug on everything. I'm like, you've been having me by the hook for a year. Now 6 months out, you're telling me? Oh.
Hey, what I'm pissed about is they ixnayed the Mountain Dew that they were supposed to have for it because they were supposed to have Riddler Brew Mountain Dew, and they took that away too. It was like hyped for like the longest time, and I like so bad wanted to try, you know, the Riddler Brew Mountain Dew that was supposedly coming out, but then it just never did.
Yeah, I saw that today in videos, and I'm like, nope. You just nope. 6 months out, you did pre-orders today, and I'm like, I got money to spend. Damn you!
See, the good thing is though too, like, is when game developers actually take their time, and you know, not naming any names, but what was that one game that was horrible and crashed since day one that it came out?
Okay.
Chad bought it. It's Cyberpunk.
Yeah, it's Cyberpunk 2024, I think, or something like that.
Such a rush developed that it just was bug after bug in the whole game, and then it didn't end up selling. Like, they even tried to sell it for like $10, and like nobody was even buying it.
It was doomed from the beginning.
Yeah, and
for me, I'm having issues with Ubisoft and certain Assassin's Creed games.
Yeah,
the new one.
Yeah, the new Assassin's Creed that has a lot of save issues on it.
I've already got everything completed on that. Now I'm just going back to pick up all the little odds and ends for the opals. But like, I just got Unity in a little bit ago. They've canceled any and all support for it. So if you haven't bought the DLC before then, you can't have it. If you didn't buy packs beforehand, you can't have it. I'm like, why? I want to play the DLC, you bastards. I enjoy killing Frenchmen. That's just me. Sorry.
Let's see Jason's comment there. Say, I wore lucky pandas today, boys. You might have some new customers coming in. Appreciate you, man.
And you see, and that's the other thing. And we talked about that in the green room. I'm going to throw it out because it is part of mental health. And we're going to take a little turn here in a moment. I have yet to find one person in this whole freaking YouTube universe or social media land who has badmouthed you guys. I don't, and you know, when it happens, I'm going to be the jinx, and I'm sorry. I have not seen one bad review, period. Oh, lucky guys.
Okay. Yeah, I think that there's probably been some stuff where there's been some likes and dislikes, but I mean, I think ultimately we provide, a really good product, a really good feeling beard, but I think we kind of stick to ourselves. We keep to ourselves. We don't feed into all the craziness out there, and we try to support everybody as much as we possibly can.
Well, I mean, okay, anybody who tells you right out the get-go, I like every single cent that this company has ever done, is a fucking liar. It's impossible. You will not like everything. All right? You can't. I have collected a lot from certain companies, and some of those I've never reviewed because the moment I put it in beer, I went, oh my God, why? Why did I buy that? And it just went right on the shelf.
Yeah. No, I know how it is.
Yeah, I remember that too. And I was in shock. I was like, okay, bold move, but let's see how they play it out. And look at them.
Yeah, we sent it, dude.
Now, all right, for the last 20 minutes, we take a little bit of a different turn with mental health, okay? I call 2021 the year of the troll. I call 2022 the year to help build people up. Because, like we've talked about a couple times tonight, destroying is easy. Because you just sit back and you take a shot and you go, okay, that one missed, let me do it again. From a different perspective. But it's a lot more difficult. I know you guys have had your challenges in being totally supportive on everything to sit out there and go, you're hurting. Let's bring it up. You know? See, I gotta throw him. Charlie, quit distracting me with Valhalla right now. Stop it. Unless you're talking about them, then keep talking about them. Bob Ross. What are
What's up,
some of
Corey?
the most common things for you guys when you notice people are suffering for you to reach out and go, hey, you know, how do you guys approach that?
Like, when somebody, you know, like, has typically people ask me, like, well, I've had one person reach out to me and was saying how, you know, I deal with a lot of anxiety and everything, and they said, you know, well, this person, you know, can they DM you and ask you something about it or whatever? And I'm like, yeah, sure, go ahead. Like, you know, I don't have any problems answering, you know, anybody's question when it comes to anxiety and how I deal with it and everything, because I've been, you know, I deal with it a lot myself, and especially with a lot of social anxiety, believe it or not, you know, even though we do like tons of lives and stuff like that and everything, I have a lot of anxiety. And but if I can help anybody in any way possible I can, then that it means a lot to me, you know, to just not have someone go down the path that I've been down before. Because it's a dark and terrible path, and people shouldn't have to go down that dark and terrible path. And no one should feel left out. No one should feel alone, and because that's, and nobody wants to, and nobody should have to.
See, I think that's amazing right there. You said something so perfectly. Nobody should feel left alone. And that's something that I've seen, especially with me being a vet and in the veteran community. And, well, let's go for the trifecta. Being a dude, last time I checked, I'm a guy. You get in this mindset of, I've got this. It's on me. I cannot share this with anybody because it's my own personal demon. And I preach this a lot. Get off your ass and talk. Because it's amazing what can happen when you're sharing what's going on with you. I still remember how I felt when you shared your story, Scott. I was like, no fucking way. I'm like, everything he's gone through and how much life kicks you in the dick. You get out of bed in the morning and you're like, let's go.
That basically stares life down. Bring it on.
And see, that's got to be inspiring for you, Chad, working with him, knowing his drive, his motivation, and what he's been through. That's got to help lift you up, you know?
Oh, for sure, dude. Ain't no doubt about that.
Had to bring that up, Punchy. Had to bring that up.
So, you know, as men, you know, it's easy to swallow your pride, but they always say, you know, the pride cometh before the fall. And that's one thing you don't want to do. You don't want to take that fall. You don't want to take that plunge. So, you know, it's, you don't have to be a woman to, you know, share your feelings. You know, it's just human. You're human. I don't care, you know, if you're a man, woman, whatever you classify yourself as. I don't even care what kind of creature, being, whatever you classify yourself as, you know, you have emotions. It's just life, you know. So it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't matter what color, creature, whatever you are, you know, you have emotions. If something is bothering you, if something is going to drag you down, if you know that something is going to destroy you or someone around you, tell someone. Just plain and simple, just tell somebody.
Now, I respect that a lot. I'm going to make fun of G. Bullshit. There's no way Bob Ross has that deep, dark side like you, G. There's no way he talks to you. No. I want video capture next time. I want proof. But, okay, the problem is that I have, and I respect everything you just said. It's amazing how you can let one little thing in there and not know it got in. I'm really, really guilty of this. I could be having a great freaking day, and then I see something online, and I just... Now, should I snap and react that way? Nope. Which is why I've implemented like my own social media blackout, like I was talking to you guys about on the weekends. It's helping me step back and not get involved in that crap. You know?
Well, I think, that's where Scott and I really can differentiate the negativity and positivity, and we don't acknowledge it, you know? Just don't worry about it. If there's something out there that's, you know, don't let it bug you.
Like I said, you know, sometimes it's just like sometimes for me, like with all the chronic pain that I go through, sometimes I forget to breathe, and that's what you need to do. Sometimes you just need to take back and, you know, take a breath,
Just
breathe.
breathe.
And breathe. You know, sometimes that's what people do. They forget to breathe, and if you can't breathe, you freaking panic. You know, physically and metaphorically both. If you forget to freaking breathe, you start to panic, and then everything just spirals out of control, and everything just goes from there.
And that's something that I've had to get back to. I had an old sergeant tell me this once. You know, we were doing a 2-mile run, and he's like, you know, how you doing? I'm like, I feel like a bunch of little chimpanzees are beating the fuck out of me. And he sits there and he goes, turn around, bite him back, beat the chimpanzees back. I'm like, huh? He goes, because if you can take care of the little things, the big things are no problem. You ain't got to worry about the orangutans and the silverbacks if you're kicking the chimpanzees' asses, you know?
So that reminds me of the Tool song, you know, shit adds up at the bottom. Because it does, you know, shit adds up at the bottom. If you keep letting the little things build up and build up and build up, it's going to, you know, amass and just basically swallow you whole.
And that's the hard part, is finding a healthy outlet, which is what I had to circle back to. And, you know, I'm confessing my own problems here as well. So it's weird how taking 5 minutes out of your day to do something like, I don't know, listen to a song, hop on a video game and solve a problem. Just sit and do nothing. Just sit in your chair, close your eyes, and I don't know, count to 100. How you get out of your head and you proceed forward.
Yeah, I feel like getting in your own head is probably like your worst enemy.
Oh, God,
You
that's
know?
why I joke with people when they're like, man, I'd love to see inside your mind. I'm like, pump the brakes. You're not ready for that fire right yet, okay?
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah. You know, at least taking walks, especially, you know, I don't like it during the wintertime because I can't take my walks and I get cabin fever and it drives me insane. Take it easy, Iraq. You know, it drives me insane when I have that cabin fever because I can't take my walks and stuff. But lately I've been getting into podcasts and stuff at nighttime because when I'm focusing on that, it's taking me out of my head and putting it into the story of whatever I'm listening to.
Yep.
And, you know, I'm focusing on that. And then it just, all that stuff that's, you know, going through your head, it just is released because, you know, you're not even hearing it in your head anymore. You're hearing whatever you're trying to focus on. And then, you know, especially if it interests you that much, you'll forget about what you're thinking about.
Yep.
And then you're actually into the story.
Yep.
Yeah, I can relate to that. You know, actually, you know, I sit and watch a lot of stand-up comedy, and I think that's, you know, basically the same thing as Scott saying. It can be very helpful. Kind of just takes you out of your own head.
Thank you.
Focuses on that.
Yes.
Yeah.
when you find a comic you like for me, I'm a diehard Christopher Titus fan.
Yeah.
Huge fan of his.
Yes.
And it's weird how when he tells his stories and how he does this stuff, it's like, I get it. Nope, that's happened in my life. Nope. I get your dad because my mom was the exact same way as your dad,
Mm-hmm.
and you
Mm-hmm.
clear your head out.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also weird for me seeing how I have so many knives. I've gotten back into just that sound it makes over the stone to help that zen. And when you hear that sound and it's going perfect,
Mm-hmm.
it's a beautiful thing. It
Absolutely.
seriously is a very beautiful thing. Yeah, no, pugs fart all over the place. No, thank you. No. If I want something to fart all over the place, I'll give Brianna something that gives her gas. So no, the cuteness factor is good. And no, I did not call my girl a dog for all you idiots watching this, all right? Okay. All right, guys, we're coming up on that hour mark. And like I said, we're going to give a little bit hour, 20 minutes. This is the point in the show where I'd love to turn it over to you guys for a moment because I know you guys have projects coming up. I know you guys doing a whole bunch of things, especially, Scott, you're going to be live next week with Jersey Joe.
Yeah.
So what does Beard Mana have coming up? Anything you might want to release or talk about or, anything you're getting on?
Mana melts.
Yeah. Probably show a little. Finally got the labels in.
Ooh, sneak peeks. Dude, that looks sick.
Yeah, they're wax melts, but we call them mana melts.
Oh, yeah.
This is a couple different ones.
Say, if you can pay attention real close, you can kind of catch some of the scents there.
See, I like how you guys are constantly, you're thinking outside the box. Coffee cups, D20 necklaces, mana melts. Because what female doesn't like their house smelling good?
Right.
And not saying guys can't buy them because I've got a Scentsy burner over there. It has some pretty cool stuff in it.
I say we have the scent we've already listed. The scent that we have listed, we've got stuff that's masculine. We got fruity. We're starting off like with all kinds of categories. There's warm ones. You got the fruity ones. You got your masculine ones. You got your clean ones. So there's a little bit of everything for everybody. So.
Right. And if you didn't catch it, enchant your home, not your beard.
Yeah. With guilt and despair. Is that the Aaron Rodgers line? Sorry. Miss that guy. I know he's working, but still. Or maybe we can get one for Shaky, Regret, guilt, and despair. Okay, so for me, I normally say whatever videos I've got coming up, but I'll be honest, I have been trying something different this month. Instead of shooting a bunch so I have a library, I shoot videos and preload them for a day. I've actually forgot what I have coming out tomorrow, so I'm sorry. I'm seriously sorry. I've got the next 3 weeks already shot and uploaded. So, yeah, I get to relax for a little while, which is really weird in a reviewer's time schedule. Because normally you guys know, you're like, I got to get a review out at this point. I got to get a review here. I got to get a review there.
Right.
But guys, go check these guys out. Damn it. Beardmana.com, right?
Yes,
Yep.
sir.
You can find them, I know, on Instagram on just beard.mana.
Yep.
And I'm sure you've got other social medias, so throw them out.
Yeah, we got a Facebook page.
Beard Mana on Facebook, or is it something different?
Yeah, Beard Mana.
So
Thinking about doing a TikTok.
I think it's Beard Mana LLC is the page on Facebook, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So we got a Facebook page on there. So yeah, starting to thinking of I've got my words backwards. Thinking starting the TikTok thing.
Stankin' Lincoln.
Don't be thinking. But all right, guys, next week we're going to go live at a very, very early time. My guest, it's going to be 2:00 Eastern. That's the time he can block out for me. So I'm grabbing it. when you've got somebody who's that successful at something and he goes, I can give you this time, I'm taking it. Plus the fact we have Jersey Joe's auction that night, you really want to show up and check it out. There are some awesome items up for grab, and the ultimate to me is the Alley Cat NFT, the Children's Tumor Foundation bump box. It's a one-off, never going to get made again. It's a huge item that's out there. Everything is for a great cause. Let's see if we can't destroy last year's dollar intake. That would be phenomenal. So, Beard Mana boys, thank you so much for showing up tonight. Don't go anywhere. Got a couple questions for you in the green room. We're going to roll that little outro. And, hey, everybody, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next week.
Appreciate
you guys.
you.
Come on, where are you? I'm losing my touch here. Not like I ever had it, but still. Take 1 week off, I just fall the fuck apart. Here we go. Guys, thank you so much. Guys, thank you so much for watching what just happened on the show. I'm kind of pre-recording this one, so I'm not exactly sure what happened tonight, but I'm sure it was really fun, or it was a massive train wreck. I'm grateful for the time that you gave me tonight, and I hope you took something away from this. I hope we had an amazing guest that taught you something or made you laugh, or I don't know, I hope I didn't really step on myself too badly. And you guys are going to come back next week at the same bat time, same bat channel for the No Lag Zone. Guys, seriously, thank you for doing all that. And this is where I pause for a moment or two and let the little screen do